Hello and welcome to #Africa, the show where we bring you the latest from across the continent. I'm Ropiwa Madzena. We begin with the top stories in Africa this evening. The death toll in cyclone-hit Mozambique has risen to 38. This as aid workers struggle to reach the worst affected areas. Now, Cyclone Kenneth struck the northern parts of Mozambique just weeks after Cyclone Idai devastated the country's central and southern parts. More than 35,000 homes have been destroyed and some 200,000 people are in danger in the town of Pemba in the country's Cabo Delgado province. Air Zimbabwe has grounded its only working aircraft after a tailpipe fire. The incident took place as the Boeing 767-200ER was flying out of South Africa's OR Tambo International Airport. Now the plane continued to land safely in Zimbabwe's main airport in Harare. The airline says its engineers are investigating the incident and a report will be issued in due course. A Ugandan court this week ordered the detention of pop star turned politician Bobi Wine for organizing last year's protest against the new tax on social media users. The ruling is the latest in a series of moves seemingly aimed at silencing Wine. The young politician, whose birth name is Hakeem Katangole, has seen a growing support base, and this has rattled Ugandan authorities. Wine says he plans to run against President Yoweri Museveni in the country's 2021 elections. He is currently under house arrest. Mozambique is in dire need of humanitarian aid. Now that's after heavy rains caused by Cyclone Kenneth. The storm hit just weeks after Cyclone Idai. Rescuers raced to help people caught in the rising floodwaters as homes began to collapse in northern Mozambique.
Trapped inside their homes, Mozambique's victims of Cyclone Kenneth await rescue. In the northern city of Pemba, they face rising floodwaters. Brown rivers course the streets, submerging roads. Many homes have already collapsed, and heavy rains have brought fresh fears that the worst is yet to come. Cyclone Kenneth first made landfall in the province of Cabo Delgado late last Thursday. Winds of up to 174 miles per hour and storm surges flattened entire villages. It's the second cyclone to hit the country in just 6 weeks, following on from devastating Cyclone Idai, which is said to have left more than 1.8 million people in need of aid. The Mozambican government has said Cyclone Kenneth has killed several people, but rescuers said they had increasing concerns for the safety of thousands of families, cut off after rivers burst their banks outside the city. Mozambique now also faces a cholera epidemic after the cyclone wiped out water and sanitation facilities. The United Nations has granted Mozambique and the Comoros Islands $13 million in emergency aid. They hope to provide food and water to those in need and repair damage to infrastructure. But the World Bank estimates the countries affected by Kenneth will need over $2 billion to recover.
When we return, we take a look at what to expect from this year's Africa's Travel Indaba, and Senegalese tech hub hopes to take the lead. This and more in a moment. Stay with #Africa.